went live, but something happened and it wasn't this live, and I don't have another live, so I don't know what just happened. We may have a random live out there. I don't know. But now it's your turn to ask all the questions that you would like to know in the Lynette Hooker case. I don't have a way in the tarot to give you latitude and longitude, and so therefore I can't really do a reading of location. But you do have questions. I'm sure of it. We all do in this case. Hello, Smudger. Aw, thank you. Hi, Nikki K. Hi, Danielle. Let me get it on live chat. There we go. All right, let's find our first question. Now, keep your questions simple if you would. And good question, Nikki. Should we get over and find out? So remember, I'm not a psychic. I don't play one on TV. We're talking Lynette Hooker. We're on 3 of 3 lives. I'm not a medium. I don't talk to the dead. Jesus is my savior. I talk to God. God is the only one that I allow to answer my questions in the tarot. And with that being said, let's find out. Here's the question from Nikki. Okay. Is Lynette buried in the damaged part amongst the rubbish, allegedly? Is Lynette buried in the damaged part amongst the rubbish, allegedly? Let's see what we get. High Priestess. Secret. A secret. We just did Brian's secrets. Let's see what this secret is. So you're asking if she's buried on land amongst the rubbish. Here's the answer, and it's secret. Something very important. Okay, we have a messenger. We have a messenger, the Page of Pentacles. Evidence. Evidence. Okay, evidence. Oh, look, look, look. Of the liar, cheater, thiefer, the deceiver. Being in his head and toxic. There's evidence in the rubble. Bottom of the deck. Self-cup of love. So this would suggest evidence, but not Lynette. I'm not getting a Lynette. There's like this digging deeper. The secret is that he has let go of something. What did he steal? He's a deceiver. He's hiding something that he's worried about, that he's obsessed with. So he's hiding something that he's obsessed with. That could be where his, self-cup of love, right? Fight to the death. Something that's stinky. And very near and close to Lynette. A wish come true. Abundance. Bartender. Walking away. Lynette. Something from the past that was hers. Interesting. Okay. I'm not seeing that she physically would be there, but there is some evidence on this. He let go of some evidence on this rubbish area. I do feel you're right on the money with that. Thank you for asking. Marion, did Brian allegedly drug Lynette? Allegedly. 2 allegedlys. You really want to make sure we are... Yeah. Oh, Marion, good one. Did Brian drug Lynette? Drank. Had her drinking. Well, we know they did drink, so maybe he was like, let's have a few more. There are some missing from the... 4 beers are missing from the boat as well. So drinking, tavern. Ace, yes. So it's alcohol. So that she'd be foolish. I usually see this as a new beginning, but we know Lynette didn't get a new beginning. So what comes to mind is the foolish taking a, this guy's about to jump off, just walk off the cliff. He has no idea what'll be on the other side, if he'll fall and break his neck or if he'll, be okay. So he did enable her drinking to make her foolish. Yes. Good question, Marion. Excellent question. All right, let's see what else we have. Question, does Brian have something on his sister to force her to cooperate with him? Ooh, we have a fly. Did I get him? I mean, he was a low fly. I don't ever have flies, but I had that front door open for that package for a while earlier. All right, does Brian have something on his sister? I kind of feel like it's the whole weird thing where, like in the Brian Laundrie case, the sister, right? Remember that scenario? Okay. Yes. A fight to the... He's told her the truth, but there was a fight to the death. Hangman, get a new perspective to get a new beginning. Seer, witness, swords. He knows the truth. I mean, she knows the truth. Here's the sister. The seer knowing the truth. King of Swords is truth of the death, of the betrayal. And that he held on too tight, that he choked her. Who's this King of Wands that keeps coming into this picture? Family. That she was abandoning the family, and that's what was betraying him. He communicated to the sister that she was walking away to be single. Judgment, yes. Let's go ahead, clear the deck, and then we'll take some more. Yeah. I wouldn't say he has anything on the sister other than he told her the truth. Maybe she's just that close with Brian. That protective of her family. Maybe Brian's sister is an asshole just like him. Who knows? It's all alleged. Good question, Michelle. I do feel that the sister has the full knowledge and is cooperating, but I don't see anything forcing her. Julie says, in my opinion, if he says where she is, maybe it would help him if he goes to court. Could be. You have a moth, Nikki, at the same time as I'd apply. That's funny. Hi, Priscilla. Question, is the bartender involved? Is the bartender involved? There could be a bartender. I don't know who this King of Wands is. Who's this King of Wands? Protecting how far they've come. Whoever this King of Wands is, maybe it's Brian, they are all upset about Lynette. And protecting how far they've come. And they're locked in their head about him. So bartender, there is someone. I don't know who Brian was relying on, but I don't necessarily think it's a bartender. But there is a King of Wands. Show me more on this King of Wands. Family. All right, so his sister may be the King of Wands. Oh, there's the sister card. Hidden. The drinks. The togetherness. He knows. She knows. Strength. Queen. Okay, so it's the same story. So, no, the bartender doesn't know, but the sister does. The sister knows the truth according to what I'm seeing in the cards, allegedly. Let's put these back in here. No, I'm not seeing the bartender involved at all. But I am seeing that King of Wands is family. So he may have a brother. He may have an uncle. Maybe the sister is more masculine. There's no gender in the tarot. That's interesting. Good questions. Question, his friend he went to allegedly. Oh, it could be a friend. That King of Wands could be a friend. Okay, I'm looking for a question. If we don't have a question, then I'm going to ask my own question and get into that King of Wands. Okay, we don't have a huge amount of people, and I don't see any questions, so we're going to find out, because that King of Wands is coming up, and I'm saying I don't know who that is. Could that be one of Brian's long-term friends? Show me this King of Wands energy. Show me this King of Wands energy. Show me who this King of Wands is. Vehicle and betrayal. This King of Wands is somebody that Brian has a past with. There's the two that can help him travel. And he knows about the betrayal. Here's the rest of the story. I said from the past. This friend is most likely single. That's helping him now. Is this friend in the United States? The world? No. He goes back and forth, international. He's a traveler. He goes from the U.S. to other countries. So he's providing transportation to Brian. Is Brian trying to leave the country? He's locked up in his head. We have Page of Swords to the... He's stuck. So somehow Brian is stuck. Okay. Let me see if you guys have more questions. Oh, good question. Nikki says, did Lynette really have the dry bag allegedly? Yes. I'm going to come up top side because that's a fact. In that picture, the last known picture of Lynette, she has her green dry bag on the ground right beside her on her left side, whereas Brian is pouting on her right. So we know she has the dry bag. But let's ask if the dry bag is with her now. That's a good question. Let me get it up on the screen. Where's Nikki's question? Okay. Okay. Let's ask if the dry bag is with Lynette now. Is the dry bag still with Lynette's remains? Something from the past. Repetitive. Something that reoccurs. We have the sun. We have a meeting of the clarity. Something. A meeting of the past. Clarity. Somewhere he went before. The plan. Ace of Swords. The plan. All right. What was the plan of the dry bag? Toxic. Death. The truth about family, the exchange, the deep ocean. He took the Empress to the deep ocean. Had to make a choice between two. He had to make a choice to either take self-cup of love, be a big boy, and let her go, or take self-cup of love in his view and, murk her. Then that happened. And the decision on the dry bag was the abandonment, the deceiver. And this is a nightmare, defending yourself on land, off water. He went on land with that dry bag. Travel. In the moonlight, he went on land. He came out and he docked and he went on land with her dry bag. Truth, okay. On land, by the water. And that's the secret that he buried, yes. That's part of the blueprint, the plan, to keep it from the police. There's that King of Wands. That King of Wands is popping up regularly in their reading. All right, good question. It looks to me like the dry bag is separate from her, but she did originally have the dry bag. All right, let's get back into the questions. Sausage and mash. Sausage and mash. Question, King of Wands, could it be her? Show me who this King of Wands. I don't think so. Show me this King of Wands clearly. If this is on Lynette's side, give me feminine energy. If it's on Brian's side, give me masculine energy. Which side is this King of Wands on? They're hidden. They're hidden. There he is, King of Wands. And he's defending himself. So this could be Brian. Is this King of Wands Brian? We'll go one more time. Star, yes. It's on Brian's side, or is Brian? The Chariot, the King of Wands has to do with travel. Like international travel. Could that be a captain that he hires? Somebody that is on the ocean. That's a good question, y'all. Very good question. Let's see here. Snow Feathers, how are you doing? Is the boat which left the area very soon after Lynette's disappearance any way involved? The one they could never find? That could be the King of Wands, right? Is the boat that left the area involved? We have ignore, overlooked. We have a contract, and that boat always gets a contract with the world, international. It is possible, y'all. I can't deny it. We always get contract. That's an established contract. The Hierophant could be marriage. It could be oath. It's involved. And it's like people aren't seeing it. And we have the world card, the international card, the travel card. I'm going to say it's highly likely. Bottom of the deck, an offer and a decision, swift action with the truth. And the loved one, laying them to rest. The Empress, did that boat, okay, I'm just going to go on a follow-up. Did that boat, did they get paid off to lay Lynette at rest out to sea? See, we have that contract, that plan, that blueprint, the architect and the builder. Plan. Travel. The world. And the secret. Y'all, is that boat involved? It would appear so. Is that boat that was there by the Soulmate that took off and that nobody can find, is it involved, allegedly, truth spoken, with the Empress and the wheel? I think of Captain when I see this wheel. The Empress is the victim. Queen of Swords is truth. All right, guys, I'm just thinking it's highly probable that they are actually involved. It would almost suggest that they could have helped alleviate his problem, if you feel me. Whoa. It's Something just went, oh my gosh, huge cards are on the floor. Clarity, the Chariot. That boat has me pondering everything. That's a good question, Snow Feathers. Julie, question, are they going to bring more dogs to search? Will they use more dogs to search for Lynette in the Bahamas? With a small offer of communication of the death of Lynette and defending oneself, protecting how far you've come. With a small offer. Will they use dogs again? Yes. It'll be in divine timing. I don't think it's gonna provide an outcome though that we would want. I wish it would. I can't keep up with the cards. That was a good question. Thank you, Julie. Thank you. Right, Michelle. All right, last question. Was her boat... okay, what now, Sausage and Mash? Question, was her boat taken to another island by someone else? Her boat. We know the Soulmate did not move. And that would have been Lynette, and so I can't really understand the question you're asking. Yes, he has a nasty past of putting his hands on people's throat. All right, my lovelies, that is all that I have for you today. This case just gets to me. I was thinking earlier about Lynette. Can you imagine if you put those body weights on Lynette and he zip tied and gagged her and she was alive when he sunk her? I pray to God not. I pray to God not. But knowing him, and from what I see in the cards, and what I know logically, the strangle came out. So I'm pretty sure that that is how he took her life. But it almost appears as though he's hidden something in some of that rubble out there, or in a dumpster, but that he deposited her body out to water. King of Cups, right? I don't know. I know, Nikki, I thought of that too. I hope not. Yeah, Julie, I was thinking the same thing. Her body taken to another island? Could be. Aw, Priscilla gets a goat. You all get the goat. All right, you guys. With that, I got some special things in the mail today too. And I want to talk to you about them. I spent $200 and I got myself a new easel and tons of new paint and new paint brushes. So basically, I took your super chats for the last month and I reinvested into tools to paint with. And I am thinking about going back over on our MC Mooney channel, because I'm just not into Minecraft, and I'm thinking about coming on and sharing my paintings live with you, like painting with you, maybe teaching painting. And so let me know down in the comments if you're on replay or in the live chat. You can always go on the comments below and let me know if that would interest you. I don't want to have two true crime channels, so that just gets too messy, too confusing. But I would like to share painting with you. And I'm very inspired to continue to paint. It's one of my loves. But would you guys be interested? Is there anybody out there that would like to learn to paint with Mama D? Let me know. I'm excited. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it or not. I might just keep painting and put it in the store. But if you guys show an interest in that, we could do a trial month. Do 30 days to see if it's something you guys like and if we get a good response. And what I was thinking is it takes me a long time to paint a painting. I usually in an hour I'll have my one big chunk of it done. And it would take me probably 3 videos to finish a painting that are each an hour long. Nobody's going to want to sit through no 3-hour video. So we do 3 of 3 over here. Over there we could do it part 1, part 2, part 3, so that you could watch the first part and have live chat at the same time with Mama. And instead of me painting to where I can't see chat, I would just simply record the way I did it and then teach from that live so that you have my full attention. But let me know, you'd definitely be interested. Lorraine would be. Marion says, I would love to learn to paint with you. Auction them off at the deck party. That could be fun. You have a lot of supplies. Smudger, yes, please. Sounds good to me. A lot of talk about learning tarot as well, Mama. Well, I know, but I mean, all I can do is direct them over to, right now we have, Learn True Crime Tarot, which is about the same. And you could learn it off there. And that didn't go over too well. I mean, it did, but it didn't. It was good for a handful of people. Lynette has a beautiful smile, doesn't she? She warms my heart. She inspires me. And I think that's what we're here to do on the planet. So in my view of absolutely beautiful Lynette, her inspiration on this planet, we need to watch all the things that she shared with us over on the Sailing Hookers. She inspired a lot of people. And that's what we're supposed to do, I think. I think she finished her goal. And Brian can never take that away from her at all. You would love to learn to paint? Okay, good reception. Awesome paint. Love it. Marion, yes, please. I would love that. Nice. You're a painter. Yes, I am. Would you like to see some of my artwork real quick? Hold on. I don't have any here right now. I'm just going to grab a random painting off my wall that I've done. So just give me a second, you guys. I'm that tall, you guys. All right, there might be dust on these. They've been on my wall for about a, year. This is what I paint. When I just paint paintings. This is a big one, right? So as you can see, it is we call this one Bumblebee Lighthouse. It's actually a white lighthouse, but the lighting has hit it. And if you look, I do really, really detailed work. And I take my time. And that's why I said it would take, look at the clouds, right? And then let me show you this one. This is just an ocean one I did. I was in the mood for I went to Florida. And the hurricane had just hit. And it was, I went on vacation. And we ended up in a resort that had been hit by the hurricane. And I had to relocate. It was like our reservations got hit, right? So anyway, I got to thinking about what it would be like to watch that storm. I wouldn't want to be there and watch it because that's dangerous. But this is what came out of it. And I got the eye of the storm. So it's a big wave. And, yeah. That's called The Eye of the Storm. I don't know if I signed the back of this one. So yes, I would enjoy that if you guys would like to paint with me. I'm working on part of that order was to actually get a proper chair so I can sit for a longer time, because I'm not using my beautiful white chair to paint in. I got the easel. Oh, and I needed a tripod to be able to film while I paint. So, oh, Amanda, thank you. You said so beautiful. Nikki says something. I clicked the wrong thing. You've done amazing ones for the missing children, Mama. I have done missing paintings or missing children paintings. Thank you. Thank you. What kind of paint? I use acrylic, Liquitex, heavy body. I'm at Jersey Shore. Reminds me of Hurricane Sandy. Wow. Priscilla says, wow, very nice. Thank you. Yep, I use acrylics. That's a powerful painting. Thank you, Smudger. Whoa, very talented. Thank you, Amanda. Love it, Michelle. All right, you guys, then I will start. Do you want to leave the channel MC Mooney, or should we name it something about painting? I'll work on it. I'm trying to decide. I like MC Mooney because it's you guys, and you've been members forever, and you're not getting content over there right now because I'm just so burned out on Minecraft. And I was thinking that we could, like I said, we could do 3 lives, so it wouldn't be on the same day. Like I usually come over here and I'll do coverage, and then I'll do a reading, and then I'll do questions, a Q&A. That's 3. That works out wonderful to push the channel forward as well, because you guys continue to stay with me. It sends a huge signal to YouTube. Hey, people are really enjoying the content, are willing to stay for multiple videos. So I know that works really good. And I was thinking, what if we did it twice a week or even once a week, but it would be on an opposite day where I'm not live over here, so it could be the same time slot, and we would just head over there. Lorraine says, you have talent. Thank you, lovely. I paint too, but not so good anymore with RA. I'm sorry, sweetheart. That is a great idea. I'd love to join. Maybe you could sell paint and supplies. That's not a bad idea. Come up with a theme. Nice. Will do. I use acrylic, latex, heavy body paint. Those are awesome. Love the Eye of the Storm. Those I painted. I have so many paintings, you guys, all over my walls. The big ones I usually keep and I'm giving them when I pass away. They'll go to my children. But you still love to watch. Thank you, Lorraine. You live near San Diego beaches. That's awesome. Mystery Diva says beautiful. Thank you, lovely. All right, my lovelies. Well, that's exciting. So something to look forward to is us getting going on a new painting channel. You might see the name change. I might just go with, I don't know, I was thinking something unique, something canvas for the name. Wouldn't that be great? Blank canvas or empty canvas or a clean canvas, something like that, just off the, but then I thought, no, I really like MC Mooney's. Thank you, Tina. You said you are so talented. Thank you. All right, my lovelies, say a prayer that the truth comes out for Lynette. Maybe she will be found. There are locals that are still searching. You just never know. But one way or another, I think the truth is going to come out sooner than later on Brian. I think that missing weight belt and then the other information that the U.S. Coast Guard has may have sunk Brian Hooker's boat. We shall see. You like the MC Moonies too? Yeah, I'm going to have to leave it because I would miss it. I mean, I've had that channel forever, and I've changed the name 100 times, but it always comes back, or the anchor to the channel are the Moonies. The Moonies are why we still have the channel. So I think we'll leave it MC Moonies, and we'll just go back to painting, or go back over there and start painting. I think that'll be fun. You hear me? Thank you, Lorraine. Lorraine says, you hear? I hear you. I hear you. All right, loves, with that being said, I've got a bunch of painting supplies to unpack, and I can't wait to see that new easel and share it with you. So it'll probably take me a week or two to figure everything out over on that channel and get things recorded and all that. But my goal would be to to record myself painting and then play it back on a live with you and use it as a teaching tool. That way I'd be interacting, eyes on you, yet I'd be able to show you my painting, because there's no way I can paint live and chat. There's no way. I am not that talented. All right, my lovelies, I will see you again very soon. I love you. Thank you for your support. Bye for now.
From the dust I was born, to the dirt I shall return. When my eyes are closed, in the shadows, my enemies will think they won, but I am here to stay. Destiny will overcome, no, I am not afraid. Like a phoenix in the night, my soul will rise. From the darkness to the light, I feel alive. I'm a fire, burning bright, I'll never die. Like a phoenix